So I've been wanting to tell this story for a while, but it was really embarrassing at first, but I'm actually at peace with it now. Also, every time I imagine me telling this story, I imagine it being more animated because that's what it was, very animated, and I don't animate. But I have a dying app. Call me Tomo. So it's 2014, me and my friends have been making videos for about 2 years now, regularly, and we're having a lot of fun with it. Obviously, I'm inspired by a lot of people like James Rolfe and the producers of Channel Awesome, and I find out that they're having a talent search. So immediately I'm like, oh my god, I gotta do that. And all my friends are really supportive of me. They're like, yeah, you should do it, go do it, you can make it. I'm like, yeah, I can make it. So immediately I go and I apply for it. I send in some videos. I think I sent in the Evolution Revolution and a couple of other videos that I did. After that, my friend Mishi comes up to me and she goes, you know, Doug Walker is gonna be at Momocon this year. And I'm just like, well, you don't say. I'm going to that con. And this is actually really weird because I haven't been to a Momocon since I was like 15 years old. And it was a really tiny con at the time. It was just getting started. Like, the dealer's room was the size of somebody's bedroom. The arcade was just like 2 DDR machines. Vic Mignogna was there. So for it to be this big now really surprised me. So I end up planning to go with my kohai Ander. And he tells me, hey, if you drive us, I'll pay for parking and food. And I'm just like I'm not too fond of that idea. If anybody lives in Atlanta or lives close to Atlanta knows that the streets were designed by a 4-year-old with waffle Legos. There's always some kind of construction. You could be living in Atlanta your entire life and you can think on your way to work, which detour am I gonna take today? But we head there anyway and we have a pretty okay time getting there. We show up looking mediocre, I guess, and we're like, we're at Momocon and we're enjoying just the entirety of the convention and all. But secretly, I am just waiting. I am waiting and I'm planning. Oh, I'm meeting that guy. We don't have a very big schedule. It's only like a few things in between. But the signing's a little later on in the day, like 4:30. So it's around 3:10-ish, and it's about time to get into that signing. So I'm like, all right, let's get to that signing. But Andrew's all like, oh, I can't. I have to go to the bathroom. And I'm just like, what? Andrew, there's a perfectly good bathroom right over there. But I want to go to the cool bathroom. Okay, so a couple hours earlier, we were exploring the hotel, and we got to this really high level for no reason, and we found this gorgeous, gigantic bathroom that nearly nobody was in because it was so far away from everybody. That is the bathroom that Andrew wants to go to because he has public bathroom problems. Now, he tells me to go ahead in front of him, but at this point, I just don't want to be separated. We're never gonna find each other again even if we were to call each other. So we trudge over that bathroom, all the way up to that bathroom. So I'm standing outside waiting for him. I'm just getting more and more heated. I am not happy at all. We are wasting precious time. So he's done, and we're pretty much running all the way back to the second building, because we're in the wrong building for this. I literally have to drag this boy. I picked this boy up and I carried him over my shoulders, fireman style. So we make it there, 30 minutes to spare, so around 4 o'clock. And nobody is there. And I'm thinking, this can't be right. This can't be right. There has to be a line somewhere. So I go and ask for directions as to what's happening. So I'm like, is the Doug Walker signing supposed to be happening at 4:30 around here? Oh yeah, you were supposed to be here an hour early for that. And I was like, what? No. It's 30 minutes. 30 minutes. It's still going on though. It's not even started. She's like, sorry. An hour early for autograph signings. We've already shut the doors. I'm in shock. I'm in utter shock. I don't know what to think at the time. Oh wait, I know exactly what to think. I can't believe you did this to me. You ruined my life. Senpai, please, it wasn't my fault. Don't talk to me. Don't even look at me. I can't stand this. Senpai, please forgive me. I'll do anything. There is absolutely nothing you can do to fix the situation right now. You have ruined all of my chances. I'll buy us drinks. Okay, we'll talk over drinks. So we make it to the hotel bar, and Yeah, I calmed down after a while. We're having fun, relaxing a bit. Honestly, the only reason I forgave him is because there is another autograph signing the next day. And I start going off about how I'm gonna win the talent search because I got 4 key qualities, apparently. That I'm a girl, I am attractive, I am brown, and I'm funny as crap. It's at this point where they stop serving us because Andrew starts trying to take a nap on the table. But we had a good rest of the night. We took like this weird anime jazz class, which was just a jazz class with people in cosplay. We went back to the parking garage and we lost the car, and that was an adventure in itself. So that night, I am planning and I am scheming about what we're gonna do the next day. I need to meet this man. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And nothing's gonna stop me this time. So I barely tell Andrew what's going on. I just tell him, meet me at this place so I can pick you up. I pull up, I'm like, get in the car, bruh. We drive back to Atlanta, we make it there on time. I actually got dressed up this time. I did my hair, which I never do because there's so much of it. This is serious business. I'm gonna look fine. We make it to the con. We're having fun as usual. We're taking pictures of cosplayers, going to the dealer's room. But secretly, I'm like, I know what I gotta do. I had a watch I specifically bought so I wouldn't have to keep taking out my phone to see which time it was. The signing is at 1:30 and I am ready. So right when it's time, bang! We are off. I am down this hallway. I am sprinting as fast as I can. And this time, Andrew's keeping up with me. No, he is not dead weight. I told him what was gonna happen and he listened. Good Kohai. And I swear to God, we are like parkouring off buildings. We're going through like underground sewage tunnels. We're taking secret ferry passageways. We're jumping over like the border fence on the lam. We are 2 criminals. And guess what? We make it there an hour and a half before this thing starts. And the line is just beginning. We are like the 10th people in line. And at first, Andrew's kind of upset. He's like, why did you make us come here so early? You don't get to talk, Dream Crusher. So we are in line for a very long time. We're making friends with people in line. We're just kind of waiting and hoping whenever this thing's gonna start. And then it dawns on me. Holy crap. What am I gonna say? I don't know why it never occurred to me. I didn't prepare anything about what I was gonna say to this man. Was it gonna be about the channel? Was it gonna be a plug to myself? What are you gonna do? Too late, Gonzo! You're up next! There he is. Oh my god. I'm standing in front of Doug Walker. What do I do? So you know that thing where you get starstruck and you freeze up and you don't know what to say? Well, I did the opposite of that. Everything just came pouring out of me like lava from a volcano. I just really wanted to say what I wanted to say without taking up too much of his time, which was, in the end, not a great idea. So he signs my pass and we're about to take a picture and he tells me, I love your earrings, by the way. And I'm just like, these are my earrings. Oh my god, thank you, Joker earrings. They were matching my Joker shirt. So we take the picture and everything is looking pretty good until, oh no. I don't know what happened. He put his arm around my shoulder, and I didn't want to just look like a goob with my hands in front of me, so I decided to put my arm around the back of his waist. But dude was wearing a blazer, and my hand got caught up all in the blazer. So I'm standing there with my hand all the way up his freaking back, and I can't take it away because that's just gonna make it look more awkward. I'm like, I just gotta push through it. This whole time she's taking pictures. I am dying inside. It is killing me that this is happening. It lasted an eternity, but she only took 3 pictures. Andrew got this lovely picture with him. It was consensual. So at that point, I was just like, thank you so much. And he's like, nice meeting you. And then we take off and everything is okay for the moment. I look at the pictures and they seem fine up until I see this one guy behind us. Throughout all 3 pictures, the first picture, he's looking directly where my hand was. Second picture, he's pointing and staring at where my hand is. Third picture, he's pointing and looking back at the other people in line and where my hand is. The devastation I felt when I saw those pictures was indescribable. I threw a fit. In my mind, I didn't want to show anybody. But in the end, I still met him, and that was still really fun to do, so I couldn't stay too upset. But sadly, that's not the end of it. Oh no. I haven't embarrassed myself enough yet. There's a panel. This panel's at like 7 o'clock, but we head over there early again. And the panel hall is actually still hosting a Vocaloid one, and it's almost empty because people already started to leave. But one of the workers there says, hey, you guys can go ahead and sit down if you want. So me and Andrew go find like the closest seats we can, and we're just waiting for the next panel to start. And quick story in between the other story, it's really late in the day, so we're kind of tired. While waiting for this thing to start, we're sitting in the chairs and we start kind of falling asleep. Andrew is asleep, I'm almost there, and all of a sudden I hear in the Vocaloid Q&A this guy say, hey, can you guess what Vocaloid song this is? And I swear to God, all I heard after that into the blaring mic was it shot us both awake. I don't even know what that was. I have no idea what that was supposed to be. Fans, stop. Jeez, don't do this. But finally, the next panel starts, and Doug comes out, and everybody goes into like an uproar. They're like, wow, Doug said bye now to me. And this panel is called Making Money on the Internet. And there's about 6 guys up there, but the only other ones that I actually recognize are that sci-fi guy and Sky Does Minecraft. And they pretty much just talk about how they make money on the internet. So the second half of the panel, they decide that was gonna be a Q&A. This is when everybody in the aisles just shoots up and we take off. Everybody's knocking each other out of the way. We just make our way into this giant line. We form this line all the way down the whole panel hall. And I've actually never been to a Q&A. I didn't realize how many gag questions there were. They were so stupid, like they weren't even asking them legit questions, and some of them got really personal, and I feel like these guys are probably used to that, but it still made me cringe. I'm just standing in line getting more and more frustrated. I'm like, ask a normal question. The thing was, when they would ask these questions, everybody had to answer because they weren't directed towards anybody. So one of the workers got up there again and said, hey, you need to direct your question to only one person so we can save on time. They said that to the person who was right in front of me, so I'm like, oh, sweet. I'm already gonna ask Doug my question, so I make it there. And I'm like, oh God, I'm here. So I'm like, okay, deep breath. Calm down. I prepared my question this time. So I quickly try to say who my question's for, but it all comes out as one giant word, which ended up being, it's for you, Doug. And he just gives me this look like, oh, whoa, where'd that come from? And I'm already nervous as it is, so I don't really know what he's talking about. I just said that, I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, I go and I ask him my question. I can't remember exactly what it was. I think it was about how he met James Rolfe. It was something around that revolved around James Rolfe. I can't remember. But he answers it to his best ability. And then I decide to plug myself at the end. That might have sounded suggestive. Oh my God, I did not mean it to. I was just, I just said, if you're ever looking for a crossover, then I'm available. And he literally gave me this space. And then I turned around and walked back to my seat and he goes, and screw you too. And at first, I don't think anything of that. I had no idea really where that came from, but I'm just on cloud 9 that I got to talk again. So I'm sitting in a seat and all of a sudden, boom, it dawns on me. What the hell just happened? You see, when I said, it's for you, Doug, all in one sentence, what it came out to him was, screw you, Doug. And that's why he was surprised. And that's why he said it back. Why? Just why are you you? Why do you do the things that you do? Why can't you just calm down for 1 second? I can't do this right now. Just can't. So again, my heart is shattered into pieces. It seems I can't do one thing without screwing up somehow. So for the longest time, I beat myself up over it, and I would never forgive myself for what I did at this convention. But in the end, we had a lot of fun. I hadn't been to a convention in a really long time, and I'm so glad that this one was memorable, even if I embarrassed myself to the max. I don't care. It was a lot of fun. I didn't make the cut for the Channel Awesome talent search, but I'm glad that I got to meet one of my idols. And if we can learn anything from this story, it is stay humble, calm down, breathe, prepare what you want to say. I don't know why none of this occurred to me, but I cannot stress that enough. Just calm down and enunciate. Just enunciate. But yeah, that's the story of how I met Doug Walker. The end. Bye.